but all in a span of 3 seconds. Smith says she tried to defend herself, grabbing the blade. The knife would end up lodged in her palm. She says she tried to escape as Stewart punched her and body slammed her. Eventually, Smith says she reached the door to scream for help and was heard by neighbors who called 911. She says Stewart ran away, but was caught by police a short time later. He's now charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
All right. All right, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm your man, KTJ, former men's counselor turned love coach. And today, a woman's nightmare occurred after meeting a man on a dating app. Listen, I've been given some cautionary tales to this dating thing recently. As you guys know, I was a men's counselor turned love coach, working in the field, working with men. I worked with men for 17 years. So you can trust what I have to say on these matters when I'm talking about just how to manage in this dating realm, especially when you're dealing with some of the men in our modern times. I'm on the men's side and I'm on the women's side. I'm on the side of people finding love and finding what they're looking for in this world. But there's some stuff out here, y'all, that we need to talk about. And this young lady, this is actually her video, but there's some things that we need to cover and we need to discuss because we're going into it's a new year and I want you to find exactly what you're looking for. So let's get back to this video and then I'll come back and finish it up.
Knife causing her to have a 4-inch severe laceration.
In a written statement to KHOU 11 News, Taylor Smith described what she says happened last month. After speaking with Stewart for several days, Smith says she agreed to let him come over for dinner, saying,
"All right, hold on. So let me just stop there for a minute. Okay, so what you have is these two people met on a dating app. Now, this is what I suggest for anybody that's meeting somebody on a dating app. She said they said they communicated for a couple of days, and then she invited this man over to her house for dinner. This man that she did not know, she invited to her house for dinner, and he came over. She didn't know who he was, only just through conversation. Now, this is what I suggest to my people. I say there's got to be conversation on the phone, not this texting. Okay, texting is good for the beginning, but you got to have a conversation with the person, right? Get on FaceTime. You need to be actually interacting with this person before they're actually in your presence, because oftentimes there's something you'll pick up about them that's off. I think if she had this guy long enough on FaceTime, she would have figured out that something's off with this boy, and she wouldn't have invited him over to her house to be alone with this man that you don't even know. Terrible. Let's keep going.
and quote, when I answered the door, a red flag that I didn't think about until after the situation is that he had a bag, Smith writes. I see it was a getaway bag. Smith says Stewart acted like a gentleman at first. She began to cook dinner, and Smith says Stewart joined her in the kitchen. She says they talked, laughed, and kissed. But while engaging in foreplay, she says things took a violent turn. Pinning her arms down with his knees while on top of her, quote, he stopped and covered my mouth and slit my throat, not at different times, but all in a span of 3 seconds. Smith says she tried to defend herself, grabbing the blade. The knife would end up lodged in her palm. She says she tried to escape as Stewart punched her and body slammed her. Eventually, Smith says she reached the door to scream for help and was heard by neighbors who called 911.
Yeah. So she's trying to get away. She's in this house by herself. You should never be in a place by yourself with a person that you just met, right? Because, listen to this, and I hate to say it, but sometimes some of our ladies, you have a fantasy in your mind, right? You watch too much television, and you got a fantasy in your mind of what things are and how you would like things to be. You better open your eyes and see who this person is that's in front of you. Look, if a person is in a hurry to get to an intimate space with you, that is a problem. If they're in a hurry to be alone with you, that's a problem. And I know some of the guys that say, no, Kel, look, I'm trying to hit. Look, you better watch out for who you trying to hit, because you could end up like this. You invite a woman over to your house, fellas, and this same exact thing can happen to you. Let's keep going. Same exact thing can happen to you.
Says Stewart ran away, but was caught by police a short time later. He's now charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Look, I can tell this guy has done this before. This isn't this guy's first time at the rodeo. He's done this before. For him to show up with a bag, what's in your bag? What was you planning on doing? Playing some games? This guy has done this before. This isn't his first time, and it probably wouldn't be his last. So be careful out here. I'm telling you, there is somebody special for you, but let it unfold slowly, right? Go out in public and see how they are. Get to know the person in public, in groups, so that you're not in a situation like this where it turns bad quickly. All right. All right, you guys, I got more to come, more to come. Hit that like button, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.